Alright, Nexx Racing fans, so for those of you that have been following the channel, I haven't posted in a while, been taking care of some things that I need to take care of. So, get to the good news and some bad news. So let's start off with the bad news. So unfortunately, I've got some things that came up. I'm going to be gone for roughly 5 to 6 months. When duty calls, you gotta go. So when they call you, you gotta go. So I'll be gone for 5 to 6 months, take care of what I need to take care of, and when I get back, we're gonna go strong. We're gonna be posting videos weekly. We're gonna be getting stuff ordered out the ass. We're gonna get this build going. So you guys prepare for that. But unfortunately, like I said, when duty calls and you gotta go, you gotta go. So I'll be gone for like 6 months, but I'll be back roughly in June. Good news. Good news is those of you that have been wondering about the oil pan gaskets, I have, I believe, roughly 10 to 12 of them out there being tested as we speak. I have roughly 3 of them that have been running them with no issues at all. I had one that did leak a little bit in the front under the oil case, and I spoke to the person about it. We came up with maybe that the pan wasn't even in terms of, it was probably a little bit beat up and dented. He obviously just added a little bit of RTV in the front, just a little bit, and it cleared it right up and doesn't leak at all. So technically it's 4 of them, but 3 of them that worked perfect. One of them had a little bit of issues. We came up with the conclusion it was a pan, had a little bit of RTV, came out perfect, doesn't leak anymore. And then I have other ones out there that people have their cars in winter mode, so they have them in the garage, kind of like my car, just sitting in the garage, and they haven't really run them. They put them on, but they haven't really run them yet, so waiting for those. So by the time I get back, hopefully I'll have a little bit more updates on the oil pan gaskets in terms of the other ones that have been sitting for a while. Hopefully they've been running, and then we'll have an update on those. That way I know for sure that they're all going to work, and then we'll go ahead and getting them a little bit more mass produced. I don't want to say mass produced because I'm not going to be making a lot of them, but get more produced. That way we can go ahead and get them out there, get them sold, and have people trying them, and have life a lot easier without all that RTV on the pan and on the block. So, like I said, we'll be back in 6 months. For those of you loyal fans, I appreciate you guys. I hope you stick with the channel, stay subscribed. When I get back, we'll go ahead and get jumped on this right away, and we'll go ahead and get the build going. I think as soon as I get back, I'll probably purchase a chassis. We'll get a couple more motors built, and we'll get the turbo ordered. I have a list that I'm going to go down. We're going to get all that stuff ordered. We're going to get it going, and my goal is when I get back to have the car rolling with the motor in it by the end of this year. So that being said, might not start by the end of this year, but just to have the motor and the chassis rolling by the end of this year, I think that's possible. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then hopefully my goal is 2022 is to have a car that I can go out and compete with. So we'll go from there. But as you guys can see here, got a little bit of a mess. Got some oil pans there. I got this modified 7-bolt one, and got a stock 6-bolt one here that I've been going off of in terms for the oil pan gasket to test it out, make sure all the bolt holes line up, make sure it fits perfect. And then I have another aluminum pan that I was starting to build, but unfortunately I've got to go, so we'll take care of business, and then we'll be back. Once business is taken care of, we'll be back and we'll go strong. So remember, Nexx Racing fans, stay tuned. We're Nexx Racing.